LTT Store. We don't have any new product launches this week or anything crazy like that. So just a reminder, we got great mouse pads. By the way, Luke, I am so grateful that you guys finally got reviews working on the site because check this out. We have over 2,000 five-star reviews for the Northern Lights desk pad. Did you have any idea?
No, actually, that's huge.
We have sold a couple desk pads.
Just a few. Yeah.
Just a few.
Yeah.
2,000 reviews. But what we do have is an announcement. We are starting a newsletter. And Nick and I got together and basically said, okay, how do we make this newsletter not crappy? Now, obviously, in a newsletter, you can have, discounts or you can have announcements for new products or whatever else, but that's just marketing. And I don't see us as a marketing company. I see us as a content company. And the way that we market is by making great content that people want to watch and people want to share in the experiences that we're having. And if they see us going like, oh yeah, gee, that does seem like a really good way to keep your water cold and stay hydrated. Yeah. They're gonna buy the water bottle. They're gonna trust us to do a great job of all the things we do. Like the way that we market is by just making quality, whatever it is that we do. Right. And so I was like, yeah, look, I think it's fine for us to have things like product announcements, but everyone signs up for those newsletters. They do it for whatever incentive there is in the first place, whether it's a 10% coupon code or whatever the case may be.
I was on the NCIX one.
And then they immediately stop looking at them.
Oh, I kept looking at it.
Well, the NCIX one was because you regularly bought computer hardware, and the NCIX newsletter was just the price sheet.
It just told you when the price sheet was updated.
Yeah. So anyway, the point is, like a lot of brand newsletters, you sign up for them and then you stop reading them.
That's true.
And so what Nick and I got together and tried to figure out was what can we do to make our newsletter not boring and the kind of thing that people should actually want to subscribe to. And it was like, eureka, content. It should just be yet another content stream from Linus Media Group. So guess what our newsletter is going to be?
I don't know.
There will be product announcements.
Okay.
There will be offers and stuff like that. But
tell me more.
Most importantly, it's going to be the inside scoop on what we're working on. And so the first one is either has gone out or is about to go out. And apparently we're calling it The Leak. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Because maybe I guess this is based on how often I leak the LTT Store stuff. I'm not sure. But the point is, hey, guys, product release notifications and discounts are cool, but they're also boring. The goal of our newsletter...
The pre-release version of The Leak to Imgur?
I guess so.
Nice.
Yeah, don't worry about it. The goal of our newsletter is to give you all a look behind the scenes. So this is going to be the first one. You've probably seen the new WAN hoodie. Hey, I'm wearing it in videos from time to time, but we haven't given you a detailed look yet. Before you ask, it's coming soon, really, really soon. When they're here, you'll be the first to know. And we've got our first kind of detailed images of what the new hoodie is going to look like.
So it's what the store is working on?
Yes, it's what Creator Warehouse is working on. Then, this is really cool. So this is a lot of stuff will either be a long time or could never even see the light of day. But we work on all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, even down to the systems that we're trying to build for embedding magnets in children's toys, so that we can make the baby's first PC toy. Have you seen that thing?
Apparently Hassan watched us talking about that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny.
Sup, Hassan?
Anyway, sorry. Keep going. Have I seen what, sorry?
Have you seen that like baby's first PC thing?
I have. You've been talking to me about this concept for like years, but no, I haven't seen
Jacob has a prototype near
cool.
where you sit. You should go ask him to see it. It's pretty cool. The point is that it uses magnets to snap all the parts into place so you can build a PC. The problem is that kids' toys are really, really challenging to make kids safe, and magnets are extremely dangerous, especially if they are like rare earth, like strong magnets. If they're ingested, they can rip up your insides. And so what we have been doing is we've been doing a lot of R&D on how to embed magnets in blocks really safely. And that's the kind of thing that we never really get an opportunity to talk about. We just eventually release the product and we're like, hey, here's a product, you can buy it. But there's so much that we learn that we never teach you guys about. And I'm looking at it going, well, this is wasted. This is a wasted opportunity. If we're going to learn this stuff, we might as well talk about it. So the big one that I was really excited about for this week is the jacket that we're working on that uses 3D printed down fabric. 3D printed down.
What?
Right? So natural down fabrics are known for their thermal insulation and their padding, and this fabric is no different. It's got a high CLO value, so that describes the degree of insulation provided by a piece of clothing. 1 CLO is about equal to the amount of clothing required by a resting human to maintain thermal comfort at room temperature. It's relatively breathable, and it can be actually laminated with a membrane to make a 100% waterproof and super comfortable jacket. This is super cool. So we've got a close-up of the fabric that was used on a reference sample we got from our supplier. You can see it looks like a normal woven fabric, but it's actually 3D printed. And then we've got a really early look at what our jacket, based on this, might end up looking like. Super cool. So we'll use the newsletter as an opportunity to talk about what we're doing behind the scenes, probably end up teaching you guys a thing or two. Like, we've learned so much about mold flow simulation, like plastic molds, as we've created the screwdriver, because it was not as simple as just finding an OEM screwdriver and silk screening our label onto it. That was not going to fly for us. And it's been, has that ever been
Someone in
journey?
chat said, please do not call it 3D printed down. It would be 3D printed synthetic insulation. Because how does it work? How's 3D printed down?
I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. I'm just going based on what the Creator Warehouse team told me. So I can get back to you on that one. Nick's probably watching the show, so maybe he'll figure that out and figure it out for the newsletter.
Okay.